Today I'm tying fly number 2 of 5 in this winter blue series. And I guess this one most resembles a copper john. It's got a biot tail, wire for the body, and then a bead up front. But it's a little bit easier to tie than a copper john. With the thorax, it's just blue eye stub and picked out to make it a little fuzzier. And overall, this is a pretty dense bug that I should be able to get it pretty deep where the winter fish might be, or punch it through some fast water and get into that slow lane closer to the bottom. So there we go in the vise, another winter themed blue bug. Obviously this one is a nymph, and this is a size 16, 2 extra long barbless nymph hook, and that is a 2.0 millimeter silver bead. You could certainly go with a 2.4, but I kind of like it undersized. I'm going to catch in some black thread just up here behind the bead. Maybe build a little dam if you want. I'm not really going to worry about it. And then just take this to the start of the bend. I think I nicked my thread right there. How do we fix that? Just a few extra wraps, that's going to be fine. Now one thing, since I'm putting a biot tail on this, one thing you might want to do anytime you do a biot tail is build a little bump right here. Just 5 or 6 extra thread wraps. Now I'm going to take 2 goose biots, and I'm going with black. I thought about doing white, but I think that might have been just a little too crazy. You can catch them in both at the same time if you want, or one at a time. So I'm going to measure my length right there, push it down, do just 2 loose wraps right there on top of it. I don't want it, see that one's spinning around a little bit more than I want, so let's back that off again and then try again. So we got 2 loose wraps. Now that one looks a little bit better. I'll go ahead and secure that. And one more biot on this side. Just do the same thing with it. Lay it on top, push it down, and do a couple of loose wraps. See if you like that position and that splay. I think I do. So now I'm going forward and I am just hitting my thread on the point of that hook like crazy. All right, let's go ahead and secure those biots and snip the excess up here. Now I didn't weight this fly because the body, I'm going to use this bright blue ultra wire. This is a size brassy. And what I'll often do with a brass body going into a bead, I will fold it over like that so I can jam it up in here. Actually, I need my thread up a little closer. So I can jam it up into the bead there and you're less likely to poke it all the way through. So you see that? And now a few wraps right there and we'll bury this wire all the way back to the tail is where we're going to start wrapping it. Okay, I think that's going to work. Just make sure my underbody is smooth enough. I'm going to wrap the wire to about, I don't know, right there where my thread is. And my goal here is just to wrap these right next to each other. This isn't going to give it a ton of color, but it'll give it just a hint of blue and a little bit of flash. So go ahead and let's wrap this up to the thread. All right, when you get it up there, go ahead and secure it off. I'm going to do a couple of wraps, medium tight, and now just kind of lay this forward. And now I'll do several wraps and make these much tighter. Now I can helicopter this off. And I'm going to put a little wax on my thread here. And for the thorax and the legs, I'm going with a super bright in this bright blue here. And you could wrap this tight if you want, I think. I'm going to pluck it out as soon as I'm done anyway. So yeah, put a tight noodle on here if you want. And then just build a big kind of thorax area right here. I don't think that's enough because I really want some buggy legs. I'm going to go with a little bit more. Okay, let's whip finish it and then we'll scruff some of that out and see what it looks like. All right, take your dubbing brush or Velcro, whatever you use to do this kind of stuff, and then just fluff some of this out. And maybe I'm pulling it a little bit long. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, some of those are a little long, so we'll just go in here and trim them a little bit. But if we got the fuzziness, that's kind of my intent right here. So I think that's gonna work right there. So that's it, my friends, the as yet to be named blue winter bug. I appreciate you watching. Y'all take care, and we'll see you next time.